Who does not want to have a perfectly flat stomach, right? But we all want to have that with optimal results. But how do we get that? I want to introduce you to Dr. Carlos Mata. He is a board-certified plastic surgeon here at North Valley Plastic Surgery who is offering up a tummy tuck with no drains. Why is that important, Dr. Mata?
Well, it typically helps your recovery and usually leads to better and more optimal results based on the fact that you have less chances of having issues or complications.
But doesn't everybody do a tummy tuck without drains?
No, actually, it's very rare in the sense that I'd say maybe 1 out of 10 plastic surgeons does it that way.
Really? Why?
Well, the reality is it takes a little bit more time. It requires a lot more technique based in terms of putting anywhere from 15 to 30 extra sutures in terms of getting rid of empty space when the tummy tuck is done.
I see. So because you're doing extra sutures, you don't need to use a drain.
Yes.
Which in turn does what for us?
Well, it typically allows us, one, to get away with the no drain. It actually makes your scars typically look better because you're getting rid of the stress that is required when you use a drain. So it does lead to better results from that standpoint and less chances of fluid collection.
Oh, better results is what we all want, Dr. Mata. I want to talk about your technique in particular because you approach this for both men and women from a very different point of view, I should say. You look at the overall torso. What does that mean to me as one of your patients?
Well, usually most women have, and men as well, have a combination of both fat and skin problems, especially if they gain weight or lost weight or had kids or not had kids, that the reality, a tummy tuck only addresses the skin and fat below the belly button. It doesn't address anything else in terms of your shape or your silhouette. When we combine a full torso liposuction going from the axilla to your pubic bone from
What's the axilla?
The armpit.
Ah, okay.
And going from the back of your shoulder blade all the way down to your butt crease, we get rid of all that fat. And when you combine that by removing the extra skin, one, you can remove extra skin. Using no drains, you end up having a better scar and a shorter scar. So the reality is it gives a more optimal and better result.
Okay, who doesn't want that? Let's talk about candidates and some of your clients. In particular, tell me about this gal right here.
Well, she was actually a mother of 2 who had had an emergency C-section that after recovering still looked like she was 9 months pregnant.
Oh man, so many women can relate to that. So she came in and you did exactly what you just explained to us to her. Let's talk about this patient right here. Interesting story behind her.
Yeah, actually she was a very active woman that had gained a lot of weight and subsequently started using P90X and lost over 50 pounds and felt like she couldn't get rid of the skin and fat despite what she did. And so then she came to see me.
And that's pretty important because it's all about overall health. I mean, she's a good candidate, right? Is that what you're looking for when somebody comes in? You want them to be in good health.
Yes.
Obviously. And not overweight.
Correct. The reality is a tummy tuck can be done just about on anyone. Again, as long as their health substantiates that, meaning that if you can walk up a flight of stairs and you're healthy enough to kind of take care of yourself, you can be a good candidate for it.
Excellent, excellent. And it works for guys too.
Yes.
And tell me about this patient in particular.
Well, this patient was actually a wounded warrior that had gotten back from overseas for about 3 years and had gained weight due to the fact that he couldn't function as a normal human being for a period of time. So my job was to make him feel whole again and do that for him.
What a great story. Dr. Mata, thank you so much for sharing information with us. And here's a very special offer just for you. Well, North Valley Plastic Surgery is offering a tummy tuck special. For the first 5 callers who call in, you'll get a complimentary consultation. And with the purchase of a tummy tuck, you receive a $1,000 gift certificate towards one area of liposuction. Here's how you make that consultation. It's 480-991-6877. Learn more at nvpsaz.com.